just want to get a little bit of content, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when my roommate Brent, you know, he a noob. When he came into town, of course, he called all the noobs. They came through. We sat down drunk. We actually watched the old Who's Who award show.
Yeah.
Because all of them had just crossed.
Right.
They came in here, so we watched that shit, and they came in. We kicked it in there. We just did a little podcast, but a little bonus content. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of sort of just want to do the same thing with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially taking into account all the shit that we've been talking about throughout the Super Bowl we just got through watching. So
you sound like a content creator.
You think so?
That nigga speaking.
Yeah.
Let's see. See, can I get it started? This might be straight. Okay.
Had me rapping in a minute.
What you got?
No.
I'm just lying.
Y'all do me a favor, make some of them phones on vibrate or something, bro. Yeah. What's up, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode of the What You Mean podcast, man. It's a little bit of bonus content right here. It's in between season 1 and season 2, man. If you've been rocking with us and you already know, we already been taping and recording all the other good stuff, man. But we just got done watching the Super Bowl, man, and actually kicked it with a couple of my frat brothers, man. So it was only right that I bring them and sit them down on the couch so we can just talk about the good old days, just growth as black men, man, how it was, how it is now, and just where we at, man. So without further ado, I am your host, LeCheston, for the What You Mean podcast. And man, I'll let y'all go ahead and spin the table, man, and tell the folks who you are and tell us where they can find you at.
Keith.
That's
Keith
it.
Wilson, man. I ain't got no tag for y'all to follow me. If you need me, you'll find me.
I hear that shit.
It's me. I'm Brian, formerly known as B. You find me at Red Boy, 1983. Instagram, man, Facebook, and Snap.
There it is.
My name George.
Man, look at your mic, bro.
Bobo.
So hold on, do me a favor, bro. Slide that hoe down. Here, right there where your hand is. That's good. Let that work. That might work. Yeah.
My name Bobo. Snapchat. I just got a TikTok. Bitbo_90.
Okay.
Yeah. Instagram Young Blue Fire.
That's what's up, man. So these are my guests for this evening, man, and you know we down on the team. The team ain't here today, so we kind of sort of winging it. So that means I might do a lot more editing when we come back to this. But we really don't got a topic, man. I know you guys may ask me about a topic and stuff like that, man. So what I do is let's just get the backstory, man, and I think that's kind of sort of going to be a good foundation for us to start it, and then probably bring us up to speed as far as where we are right now. So for those of you that are watching, man, you're actually looking at, I think, 4th generation of Sigma. To be honest, like. Well, you and B went online together, right?
Yo, this might help you, man.
So, okay, so it's 3 generations of Sigma here. So y'all didn't get the opportunity to bring each other into the organization.
It was me, then it was Keith.
What you mean?
Real talk. I'm 3, that's nigga 9.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so you are more senior than him. You crossed that 5 before he did.
Before he did. You know what I'm saying?
But everything came through.
Everything came through you? For real?
Till didn't move.
That's what's up. So y'all good people, man. Right now, man, you looking at 3 generations of Sigma, man. Troy University, Alpha Orlando chapter. Of course, these are the grandfathers of the show right now because they brought us in. They brought me in.
Hey, slow that down.
What you mean?
That grandfather thing. Slow that down.
I mean, it is. I mean, y'all the old heads right now.
Y'all the grandfathers of me. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. Because I brought him in.
Yeah.
Just say
You the grandfather of me.
in.
He don't want to feel old. That's all it is.
Well, the only thing we're really trying to say to get us started, you know what I'm saying, is more so that's kind of sort of what made the bond between us. You know what I'm saying? It's coming in the way that we came in. I think all of us had our era. I had an era. Each one of y'all that's in here, I actually had an era of chilling with y'all. You know, when I crossed, I didn't really hang with my LBs. I hung with J.E. and Tebow. And then, you know, when J.E. decided he was full-fledged preacher, he couldn't hang out and smoke and drink and chill no more. Started ripping around the streets with Tebow.
That might LB.
Okay. And then, you know.
Tebow was not your.
I said J.E.
Oh, J.E. was on y'all line?
Yeah, J.E. Yeah. He put us through a lot. Just put us through a lot.
And then, and then after that, for me, it was Tebow. And then after Tebow, really started hanging out with I think it was you and Kevin. You and Kevin a lot. Then after you left, started going your way, me and Key started running. And when me and Key hit the ground, we hit the ground running.
Yeah, before all that, before you even start hanging with nobody.
Huh?
Before you start hanging with anybody, me and Nick came to you.
Okay, yeah, that's
We
true.
talked to you.
That's true. That's
Seeing
true.
where you was going, we seen who you was. Like, hey, all right, you about to do it. But let me know. Let me show you where you came from.
That's one thing I can say that people I probably never agree about. Nick, whenever Nick came to Troy, bro, one of Nick's first stops was wherever I was at. Wherever I was at, that was his first stop. He had his reasons. He needed a couple things for me to get for him. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying, he was still gonna ask me, what's up, what's going on, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of sort of want to make this segment, bro, kind of sort of what we just gonna kick it to talk about, you know what I'm saying, just black men,
Shout out to my boy Nick Fowler.
Yeah, shout out to Nick, man. Black marriage, black love, black man, black woman, you know what I'm saying? Kind of some of the stuff we've been talking about while we're watching the Super Bowl, man. So I really don't want to put no question out there, you know what I'm saying? I just want to talk about our growth, bro. I mean, all of us, well, I ain't going to say all of y'all because I don't think Keith never asked me for no money. I can't recall B never asked me for no money. I can't never recall Bobo really asking me for no money neither. But I know I done got $20, $40 from you, $20, $40 for you, $20, $40 for you. So, it's amazing how we've changed, man. I think I just want to not really reminisce on the past, but you know what I'm saying, if you look at where you came from, it'll damn sure make you appreciate where you at now.
Yeah. Right.
If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
My thing is, us as black men, we have a situation where you've been taught to be dominant, be the provider, be all that. So we have a pride issue where it's hard for, if you're going through it, to ask for help. Mm-hmm. So the thing about it is to have people that you can go to in that need, because everybody, I don't care where you are in life. Like I said, everybody go through struggles. It might be in the beginning of your life, the middle of your life, the end of your life,
right,
towards the end. But at some point, everybody needs help,
right?
And it's hard for men to ask for help. Right. So when you can have people that you trust and know that, hey, I can go to you without asking for help and not worry about if you're gonna tell anybody else or put my business in the street, that's big. Judge me. Yeah, or you're gonna judge me, because everybody need help. And I don't, like I said, you can be 20, you can be 35, you can be 60. At some point, you're gonna need somebody, and it's hard as men to have people in your corner that you can reach out to and ask for help. So that's big to me, that you can have people that you can go to that in your time of need, that is no judgment, is always love, and it's like a best intentions.
Right.
But expand on what Keith's saying, man, it's like, as black men, you going with 10 toes. You put them 10 toes down, it's like you don't want to feel yourself. You don't want to feel yourself, so you like, I want to ask for help, but I got my 10 toes down. I need to go get it myself.
Right.
And sometimes it's like almost like a weight on your shoulders. Like, if you can take that pride out of the way and just ask, you may get the help that you need. Mm-hmm. The fact that you got that pride and you so stuck on them 10 toes down that you'll suffer not knowing that you got a brother.
Right.
You got somebody that's in your corner. Even though you want to access that corner, but it's like, if I can do it myself, I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah.
Try to find every way possible on earth to make it happen.
Right.
But as men, we just aren't taught to ask for help, because the way society set up, man, as a black man, black father, I'm just speaking from, it's my personal opinion.
Right.
Ain't nobody on our side, man. Ain't nobody on our side. You got a point to prove to a woman for her to even entertain you.
Right.
You got a point to prove to your children, because they're your children.
Right.
As a real man, you ain't got to tell a real father to be a real father.
Right.
Your responsibility is your responsibility. You're going to take care of them children if you have to go to the ends of the earth for it. As a black man, there is nothing on this earth that's going to support you other than the black man.
Gotcha.
And half of the time, majority more than any, that same black man might judge you. And that tears your character down. Here you go, reconstructing your character just so you can provide, for your black family or for yourself.
Got you.
My take on it, like you said, B. I think the biggest problem with black men is the pride issue.
Yeah.
Because a lot of men, black men, don't want to ask another man for help. And I think that once you ask another man for help, when you got a pride issue, you feel down on yourself. But if you have a real brother, a friend, that friend or brother won't let you look down on yourself.
Yeah. And it's more so. I think like and for real, if I'm being honest, bro, like so Phi Beta Sigma joined us all at the hip. You know what I'm saying? And 10, 15, almost 20 years later, bro, there's a vast majority of us that are still like extremely cool. Like, even on this set right now, I know that all of us, some of us are either in marriages, you know what I'm saying, engaged to be married, in potential marriage relationships, whatever the case may be. Like, all of us kind of sort of got whatever we got going on. And I know that we kind of sort of just hit on a little bit on society and things like that. So I think the podcast is about to take a turn real early on in the first couple of minutes. So I know for me personally, one of the things that I wanted to discuss, because I've been listening to y'all talk the whole time, been watching the game. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think, and I know everybody in here is girl dads, including me. I'm a stepfather to a wonderful young little 11-year-old vibrant girl with an attitude already. You know what I'm saying? So is what I try to think about, if I'm being honest, bro, and this one of these podcasts was like really straight, no chaser, because we ain't doing it for a particular reason. Ain't nobody getting paid or nothing. We just on the podcast shooting it straight. You know what I'm saying? Your normal guys talking about normal things that we face on a normal day basis. Like, what's your biggest scare, man, as a black father when it comes to raising daughters?
Well, that's a tough question.
Yeah, let's be real.
Go ahead.
I go first. I'm afraid my daughter would meet me at my young age.
But also at the
Because
same
I was
time,
here when I was well.
that's
I'm
true.
afraid my daughter would meet me at my young age. But my daughters honestly saved me. My first daughter saved me. My first daughter gave me a whole different purpose on why I'm a man. Why am I a black man? Mm-hmm. I have this black daughter. And I have to show her what a black man is supposed to look like. And that was my first daughter. And I got 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
All beautiful girls. So now I have to show them what they should look for in a man. I have to show them that. I have to show them that. I have to show them what they're looking for in a man. It's like my purpose right now is to be the best father I can be for them, to be the best provider I can be for them, to be the best role model I can be for them. Because when I look at them, I see the potential of me raising daughters to be wives, or at least to the point where they can have confidence in themselves. Like I have beautiful daughters. They are awesome. They got their ways. I got a 7-year-old, probably realer than a lot of people I know. That's not the word I wanted to use, but for purposes of this being broadcast, I got a 7-year-old that she real. Like she bout she believes in what she believes in, and you gotta show her that she's wrong. She ain't wrong. And I'm not the only girl that in here. I mean, we got my boy Keith and Bubba. We all raising girls, like girls, and they beautiful girls at that. But what they don't question is who they father are. My girls know who daddy is. Father's a term. Daddy is a relationship. That's my opinion. If anybody want to jump in on that, they can.
My biggest fear for my daughters is, as much as I try, is not preparing them for the world. Like it's no really set way of preparing them and having them in a situation to be prepared for the world, because things change every day. So it's like, you know, like my baby girl, like since she was like 6 years old, she told me she was gonna be on TV. I pumped that into her, and I encourage that, I motivate that, and I nurture that to the point where I want her to fulfill her dreams. And the thing about it is, being a girl, that it's hard, man. It's really hard, because the simple fact is things have changed so much.
Right.
And what I mean by changing is, you know, when I was growing up, you know, we ain't had no social media.
Right.
You got social media, you have outside influences, TV has changed, everything has changed. So it's like where our parents were able to kind of excuse me, shelter us from kind of the outside world.
Mm-hmm.
It's really no way possible for us as parents now to shelter our kids, because regardless, your kids ain't got to have a cell phone. They ain't got to have social media.
As soon as they get on the school bus.
As soon as they get on the school bus, as soon as they go to school, as soon as they, you know, it's everyday life that's exposing them to it. So it's like us as dads, us as parents, it's kind of like we just have to instill in them those core values that, you know, this is what I expect. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the biggest thing, dealing with girls.
Right.
You know, you don't have to, with girls, you don't have to, you know, that era of how we was raised, you mess up, you get a whooping, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Though that time, it's not even necessary, because my thing in learning with girls is I learned early on with my oldest daughter.
So you don't believe in whooping ass no more, kid?
My thing is this: it's not necessary, depending on the situation, because a lot of things. What I learned with my girls is the disappointment that I showed that they gave me from what they did is enough. Because my thing is when you genuinely show your kids love and you do for them and you give them expectations. Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing about it is, you know, we forget that, and we look down on expectations. I don't care if you're in a relationship. You grown with no kids, whatever, everybody have expectations. Man, woman, kids, everybody have expectations. And the thing is, with dealing with girls, even with boys, but I know for girls, I'm going to give you my expectations for you. This is what I see for you. Like, I want the best for you, but not just my thought process of what I want for you. I'm going to tell you what I want for you. Like, I see you being great. I'm giving you every opportunity to be great. I'm putting you in positions to be great, so I expect greatness from you.
Right.
Now, that's my expectations. Now, if you fall short, it's not a disappointment. Only thing I need to know is you understand the expectations. You gave it your all. Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to support. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to love. I'm going to guide you. And I'm going to be there for you. But we have to give our kids those expectations. Because what I've learned from my girls is I don't have to whoop my kids. I don't have to, none of that. The tone of my voice and the fact that I'm disappointed mm-hmm. in what you did, how you acted, what you didn't do, mm-hmm. is enough to say, hey, I want to get it right.
Right.
Because I was a kid where, other than my brother was you gotta show him.
Right.
I was enough that I ain't like whoopings. I realized that at an early age. I ain't want to get no whooping. So my thing was, it's easier for me to do what's asked of me and not have to deal with it. Not giving all kids, and that's the thing about dealing with girls, and as they grow up, you have to understand yourself mm-hmm. because they're a reflection of you.
Right.
So I know my kids, they're not perfect.
Right.
And I never tell, and my mama would say that when I was growing up, she would tell her people like, I only know my child as much as I can see them. Mm-hmm. Because when they go to school, when they out in public without me, only thing I can hope for is what I instilled in them is a reflection of what they put out.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like you just have to give that expectation. And the biggest thing I've learned within myself that I had to learn dealing with girls is you have to give grace.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give grace.
My boy Kendall said that. My boy Kendall, when we did a Father's Day segment in the first season, and one of the questions that my co-ed asked him was, you know, how do you deal with your kids as a father? And he was like, I had to learn that I had to deal with my kids the same way as my Heavenly Father deals with me, and that's with grace. Bobo, you want to add something to that? Because he said something that I definitely want to get into.
Keith?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I think girls also, even though he spoke on boys, we don't have boys. But I think girls teach you more of patience and more of love and understanding.
Gotcha.
True.
I think a lot of times, like you said, you
Speak your truth, man.
You have expectations, and with girls, the only thing you can try to prevent is from them loving or trying to meet a guy that you probably once was at your younger age.
Mm-hmm.
So I think from there on, it's just what you teach them, and from
I'm gonna have to teach this guy how to talk, how to be cool. I want you to talk the same way you was talking out front, bro. Just talk.
all right, but yeah. So I mean, like for me too, like I said earlier too, though, my oldest daughter, I think she was a little more easy for as parenting, for as the child I have now. I have two girls.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the young lady that I'm raising now in the home with me, I feel she's more of me.
Gotcha.
That's
So,
dangerous.
Yeah, it's real dangerous.
It's hard disciplining you out of you.
Right. But I think, like, honestly, learning from my first child at a young age, she taught me how to be the parent that I need to be to raise the child that I'm raising now.
All right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
I
sense.
mean, I'm still raising two, but to raise the younger me at this time. So, yeah.
Gotcha. So what I want to put out here on the table, man, one thing that Keith said is he really giving no ass whoopers out. So, you know, one of the things that I want to do in season 2 is I wanted to get like a counselor in here that there's a counselor for children. And then number 2, I wanted to get, you know what I'm saying, somebody who deal with like child law, like somebody who went and got like their bachelor's in social work and then they got a law degree. So they more in the system of trying to protect kids or whatever case may be. And I want to sit down and have a conversation with them about what the hell, because I still believe in ass whoopings, even though technically at this point in time, I cannot put my hands on my stepdaughter, nor do I wish to. I mean, if it's something, you know, catastrophic like that I feel like discipline needs to take place, I'm either going to reach out to her dad or I'm going to talk to her mom. Like, okay, this is what needs to take place. I just don't feel like I'm in a place where I could put my hands on my stepdaughter. But I was raised off ass whoopings. Look. You know what I'm saying? So... And it's not to say that your disciplinary, the way you discipline is not sufficient, but I just feel like if we look at, and I know there are so many other factors to bring this in the equation here, because like you said, when we grew up, bro, wasn't no cell phones, bro. Only time you got a chance to talk to a girl was on a home phone. Like I'm talking about on the phone, tying up your mama line 4 hours straight, talking about I ain't hanging up unless you hang up type of conversation. Like it wasn't no texting and it wasn't no cell phone. And so I get that the times are changing, bro. But if we can really look at the core of the direction that our kids are going, or even the people like this behind us, we can use Troy for an example. Troy was a different type of place when we was there. If you go now, it's totally different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Think about it from a club aspect. In our era, when we went to the club, what we do all night? What we do all night in the club when we was in the club? Yeah. We was gonna dance. We were dancing. We were leaving up out of there sweating.
You sweating
now you go to the club, it's a fashion show.
Yeah, you fresh.
Yeah.
It's I want to stand up, sip on my drink.
We always was them.
So
but it was a different time though.
But you get what I'm saying, like
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
times change, but when it comes to
See,
the Bible say this, don't spare the rod, bro.
But
That's true.
I ain't trying. But what I'm gonna tell you is, what we have to do as parents is, it's not a set. It's just like dealing with people.
Mm-hmm.
You can't deal with everybody
the same way. I get you.
You can't. So my thing is, you have to know your child. My thing is this. This is my theory on it. As kids get older, what are you instilling in your child by beating them? Are you instilling discipline, or are you instilling the fact that you just making them tougher? Because this is my thing with kids now. Will it hurt a child now more? My kids, I got a 15-year-old that's going to be 16. I got a 9-year-old that's going to be 10. Both of them got iPhone 14s. They got brand new phones for Christmas. Both of them. They love their phones.
They shit know what mine.
They love their phones, man. Like I said, my 9-year-old, she won a YouTube channel. So tell me this: will me whooping my 15-year-old do more justice than taking her phone? Because if I whoop her, after 3 minutes of that,
It's over.
After a minute of, because it's just like a fight. You're not finna beat your child for 10 minutes.
Right.
You got a good maybe 30 seconds in you, and then you got another 30 seconds of that pain disappearing, and they still got their phone, they still got their TV, they still got all the luxuries that you provide them as a parent.
Okay.
So I could beat you all day, and
Right.
that's the thing about I could beat you all day. But what am I? Am I teaching you discipline, or am I teaching you to, hey, just be able to be submissive?
Gotcha.
Because my thing is this: I beat you. 30 seconds of a whooping, 30 seconds of the pain going away.
Ass whooping kid.
But I'm just throwing out that 30 seconds. Like I said, I'm just throwing out there because I don't even, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my thing is this: but if I take your phone and say, hey, give me that phone, because see, I'm a different type of.
I get you.
I'm gonna tell you how I look at it, and my 15-year-old tell you, I'm the one, and people might say he is extra, but I'm a person of, I'm taking. You disappoint me, you don't do what you're supposed to do, you are not being the person that you're supposed to be, you get in trouble, hey, give me your phone. First is the phone.
Let me get that.
Then, hold on. First is the phone. Then, I'm going to do with things that you need.
I'm agreeing.
I'm taking your phone.
I'm agreeing with you.
I know. I'm taking your phone.
I was ad-libbing with you.
I'm taking your...
Yeah, man, it's the Key Show. Leave him alone, man.
I'm taking your phone. I'm taking your pillows. I'm taking your
Did
mattress.
you say the
I'm
pillars?
taking every... Like, listen. By the
Did
end
you
of-
say the pillars?
Listen.
No, he said the mattress. What
Mattress, like, on the
The-
floor. That's a luxury because guess what? As your father, as your parent, this is how I think. I'm only required to give you a place to, a roof over your head,
Right.
provide you with food, and to clothe you. It didn't say it had to be Louis Vuitton. It didn't say it had to be Tommy. It didn't say it had to be Nike. It didn't say it had to be none of that. Only thing I have to do is provide for you because you are I brought you in this world.
Right.
So I don't have to give you the luxuries that go along with it. That's not a requirement.
I got you.
that.
I'm required to give you the necessities.
It's not a necessity.
For me,
Will, what did you want to add to that?
well, I was ad-libbing. He give me that when he said, I'm taking that phone.
Right.
That's what I was saying, give me that phone. But with me, I whoop ass. But this is the issue. I got girls.
Right.
So my ass whooping hold the weight of a fella.
Exactly. That's why I said it don't work with girls.
They don't even cry. Because my ass whooping is probably a brush on the thigh. My voice is just heavy.
Your feelings hurt.
Yeah, I'm really hurting myself.
Yeah, that's how I am.
So like this when I'm sitting there finna hold you, and we finna go eat some ice cream. One time my daughter did something, my oldest daughter, and I was really disappointed. So I really did give her a whooping, but I felt so bad. It was 12:13 in the morning. We left, went to Kroger's in Auburn, and went and got ice cream together at 12:13 in the morning. I felt that bad.
I'm talking that shit, but at the end of the day, bro, if Kylie get in some type of trouble, bro, like I don't even like to hear it. I don't like to be around it, nothing. Like
Exactly.
I hate to see her getting in trouble. Even though I know sometimes like she deserves it because she gets to that age where she like to try everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think for me, I feared my mom. I feared my grandma. but it wasn't a bad fear. It was like that fear, comma, respect type of thing. Like, I know I'm not finna do this because it's out of character. This is not who I've been raised to be. And I know that my grandma and my mom gonna get in my ass about it. You know what I'm saying? So I know that even you gonna have some people that are like anti-hit their kids that hear this podcast and be like, damn, these niggas still whooping their kids in 2023, blah, 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 whoop, 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 whoop. But, and I'm not saying that whoopings keep kids from doing the crazy shit that they do these days. I'm just saying, bro, like, I remember when I went into the military, bro. When I graduated from them motherfucking 13, 14, 15, 16 weeks of Marine Corps boot camp, however fucking long it was, bro, the one thing they tell you is so many people trying to get to their kids on the parade deck, don't go try to find your parents. They see you, stay in one spot, they'll come to you. So that's what we do. When I seen my mama, bro, when I crossed that parade deck, I broke down, bro. Because the only thing I can remember is how disrespectful I had been at times. Leaving her house when I couldn't get my way, you know what I'm saying? All them ass whoopings I got, bro. And the first thing I told my mama, bro, after all that shit that I seen in boot camp, nigga, not even in Iraq or none of that shit, like in boot camp, bro, like seeing people trying to kill themselves in boot camp because they didn't want to be there type shit, you know what I'm saying? The first thing I told my mama when I seen her, bro, I said, Mom, thank you for all them ass whoopings you gave me. Because that shit made me a better person and made me a better man.
Well, honestly, I think that just as a man, period. Because even to this day, I thank my parents for how they raised me.
I do too.
Because I feel like all the ass whooping you talk about now, how they raised me back then, I feel I wouldn't be the man that I am now, especially for society right now.
And I think ass whoopings for our generation, it taught us there was a consequence to your wrong.
It did.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
If you do wrong, there's a consequence.
Right.
And now in this society, because you know just how the world is, it's like you can't give your child a consequence because they have too much of a choice.
Right.
You have to take that. Like you don't have your children shouldn't have a choice. Like we was talking about it earlier. We was talking about like the daughters getting their hair done and they could say I don't like it. Back then, that wasn't a choice.
Yeah.
This is how you get
It's
This is how it's gonna be. I did your hair. You gonna go to school?
Man, I just seen a video on TikTok the other day where this mom was like, she was sitting in the kitchen and you know what I'm saying, she had her camera like cat a corner where you could see her stove and a counter and stuff, and she was just sitting there like shaking her head, and she put up on the screen, she was like, damn, I remember time when we used to go crazy over Mama and them taking us to McDonald's to get us a motherfucking Happy Meal. Right. The kid these days, they ask for crab legs, sushi, and hibachi.
Listen, I ain't gonna even lie to you. As a girl dad, like listen, I try to make it, and I know my girl's spoiled. I do it intentionally because I got girls, but at the same time, like since my girl's been little, I ain't never been to a restaurant. My kids ain't never ordered off a kids menu, ever. Ever. When I say ever, I got a 9-year-old and she go to a restaurant, she asking for a steak. She getting a $20 meal, $30 meal, just like everybody else. God. I just look at it like this. It's leftovers for me. But, you know, but I mean.
I got a heavier question.
Gotcha.
Watch this. Are we harming or helping our children by giving them more than what we had?
I think we helping.
Because I think that's the reason why we work the way we work.
In a sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
But think about this. We're able to give them what we didn't have because our parents didn't give us what they had.
That's true.
So it's like what
you said our parents didn't give us what they had?
They did get what they had, but they didn't have anything.
Okay.
So when we get to the point where we have more than what our parents gave us, our children don't know what struggle is.
But I think that goes back to what Key was saying about the sheltering, bro. Is back then it was they were able to shelter us from a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like the only way you really knew like you were po was when you went down the hallway and somebody janked on your shoes or your clothes. You know what I'm saying? But as a child, when you left out of the house with whatever your parents provided you with, you was cool. You was straight. It was still a new outfit to you. You just didn't know the new outfit wasn't hitting on shit till you got to school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think that it boils back down to what you're able to shelter them from. Like you were saying, like we all agreed that when they get on the bus, they're being exposed to whatever you're keeping them from home. You know what I'm saying? So I think now for us, the raising mechanism changes a little bit because you have to instill in them like, yeah, you know you can't watch this, or you know you can't do this. Like, you can't do this. And even when you get on the bus or you get to school and your peers are doing it, you got to raise them and teach them how to handle it when they're in that situation now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It does, but my point is, like, if we don't teach our children what struggle is, how would they value anything?
How do you teach them to struggle?
But
I'm not saying you're teaching them. I'm just saying we're working so hard and so they never have to struggle.
I
They
think
give them no value in anything because it's all given to them because we know what we went through struggling. We saw our parents
I don't
struggle
think
and
we give it
provided.
to them.
Huh?
I don't think we give it to them.
We don't give them what?
you require things out of
Right.
them.
Yeah,
You ain't giving them nothing.
But about to ad lib on what you're saying is, what is it? Why?
Okay, my point is,
I
this
get
I'm
what you're saying.
Like, you are the man you are because of the way you
I get
were
it,
raised.
but
Right.
that
So
wasn't
what are we
about
teaching our children?
But that wasn't by choice. I didn't have a say in how I was raised because I was born into a circumstance. Like, my mom and dad, he
Your
knows.
children ain't got to say what they.
But what I'm
they
saying is,
raised.
no, what
It's a
I know, but
difference.
what I'm saying is, listen, like, my parents provided for us. Like, my mom and daddy went without to make sure that we had, you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids now, they get year round. They get clothes, they get shoes, they get everything year round. My daughter now, my 15-year-old, I walk in the house from work. First thing she said, Dad, you seen them new Jordans came out? Guess what? Me as a father, because I like shoes. So guess what? When she tell me that, I'm like, oh no, I ain't seen them. Let me look at them. Boom, boom. Cause she know if I like them,
You finna
I'm
order two
gonna
pair.
get it for
Order
her.
two
Right.
pair.
And see, the thing about it is, but when we was growing up, and he like, I got clothes and shoes before school started in
Yep.
August.
Yep. Christmas.
And on Christmas.
That was it. That
Like,
was it.
Hey, if you mess up them shoes,
You got shit out of luck. You gotta learn how to clean them hoes.
You
Hey,
had new shoes and play shoes.
that's it. That's all it was. But the thing about what you're saying is, why should we see? We have to look at things a little bit different,
Okay.
and not put in a perspective of
And make sure you insert yourself a little bit more, Bobo.
not in a perspective of white and black, but when we was growing up, it's never a question of if white parents do too much for their kids. Only thing we said was, damn, they got it. Their parents do this, they do that. But they don't look at it how we look at it as, are we hindering our kids? Because they don't know the struggle. But why should the question is, why should our kids know struggle? We have to change the mindset of just instilling in them
Right.
that, hey, you ain't got to struggle, but you already on a level where you can succeed. I got to teach you how to maintain and elevate, not get it out the mud. Like, that's why I say, like, when, we gloritize, YOLO, you only live once. Like, to me, for a lack of better term, that's a nigga term. Like, I hate when I hear black, and I tell my wife, like, that mindset of,
Poverty
I'll spend it
mindset.
and get it back. That's the dumbest mindset you can have.
Poverty mindset.
Because to be honest, that's a drug dealer, fast money mindset. Because I got to spend it now because I don't know if I'm gonna have it in 2 months. Because if I get hemmed up, they taking all this.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, stop. We have to, as parents, we have to elevate our mind to the point where we're not hindering our kids, forgiving them.
Right.
It's just our responsibility as parents to educate them and let them understand that, hey, that's why I say expectations. Elevate them to the point where no, stop trying to act like what them rap lyrics say, that, oh, I'm from the streets. Because that's what it's a lot of kids out there now that never had to struggle. Their parents gave them everything, but they want to revert back to the streets.
Yeah, they want to get that street.
Yeah,
cred.
they want to get
Yeah.
that street cred. But why? Because your parents put you in position to not
The
have
same, the same reason why we growing up thinking that we had to slaughter like 30 bitches.
Exactly. But that's the mindset. So that's why I'm like, don't tell your kids or don't feel that our kids have to struggle to understand what it means to have something.
Right.
Just teach them that, hey, you ain't got to struggle. I've given you everything, but it's our responsibility as parents to teach them how to sustain and
Maintain.
elevate
But also with giving them, to go back what you said, if you give them and they're not taking care of what you have gave them, why would you continue to give them? So
how can they take care of it? They don't know the value.
That's where you
come in at.
Yeah, that's
because check this out. Right, but I'm not gonna continue to buy my child J's if she ain't taking care of and she going to school playing them in PE.
But she's 7.
I don't care. Those not no everyday shoes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you that.
Exactly.
Okay. You got your regular day shoe that you gonna wear to school. As a child, there's no lie. I wore my shoes to school, but my mama told me what shoes to take to school to play in.
Well, so my children spoiled.
They spoiled. But you see what I'm saying? Because I'm see, now I got a 14-year-old in Georgia. She gonna take some. She gonna wear her J's to school, but then she gonna wear some slides too in her book bag. But then she got some play-in shoes that she gonna also have. Cause she know I'm not gonna keep buying no damn J's if you playing these motherfuckers.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think all y'all have said intricate things that honestly just taught me something. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, you know what I'm saying, not being that really, you know, whooping dad. You know what I'm saying? You know, and being a whooping dad, and me personally believing in whooping, because if Marquita push anything out that belong to me, they get their ass whooped. I don't give a fuck. They get their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think that you're solid in what you're saying, like. Because when I grew up, yeah, I got disciplined by whoopings, but also, bro, I got whoopings from my dad, from my mom. But the men that had influence in my life, they disciplined me another way. Yeah, they disciplined me the way that you were talking about taking stuff away, not giving me stuff when I asked for it. But them same men also, going back to the struggle thing that we were talking about, they also taught me what the struggle was without introducing me to the struggle if they didn't have to.
Right.
By meaning that my uncle them taught me ain't nothing free. Nobody gives you nothing for free. So in order for you to get this $20 you asked me for, go get that lawnmower out the shed and knock this yard out real quick, and then I give you these $20.
Right.
So that's what was instilled in me. And I think for me, being a step parent and wanting to be a parent, I think I'm more so just trying to understand the overall aspect of, okay, how do I take that and intertwine it with everything that you guys are saying? Because at the end of the day, you got some kids that still just take it for granted. Not saying that they're your kids, right. Your kids are your kids, but you got some kids that still
don't get it.
Take it for granted, bro. It's like, you right, bro. Like, you don't deserve J's. Yeah. You deserve a suitable pair of shoes to go to school in. But if you're doing good in school and you're respecting your parents and you're coming home and taking care of your room and helping your mama with the laundry or whatever case, okay, yeah, one day you come home, we're going to surprise you with something that you've been asking for. But just getting it willy-nilly at will all the time, even though God has blessed me and putting me in a position, Kyla can really get whatever she wants. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I don't get it, her mama can get it, or her father can get it. Like, she got 3 people that are really, including her grandmama, like, will really give her whatever she wants, bro. You know what I'm saying? But how do you retro all of those things back to the nitty gritty of saying, at the end of the day, whatever mama say goes, whatever daddy say goes. You don't do this. You see what I'm saying?
I think you gotta teach a value.
Yeah.
The value. I think it all boils back down to, like he said, we only got shoes, clothes, at the beginning of school, Christmas. Birthdays, maybe, depending on what you're asking for.
That's him where I moved out the house.
I feel you. That's how it was my little brother.
So,
football for my birthday.
I remember
same one I got every year.
One point in time, we were both at the goddamn on bus stop with Walmart trash bags over our shoes, cause we weren't trying to get them dirty. You see what I'm saying? So you got to value what the fuck you want. What you want to keep?
Cause
you only get them at a certain point.
Cause at the bus stop it was mud.
Yeah,
at the end of the road, it's mud. It's like, wait a minute.
Was from the woods.
Yeah,
so you got to value what you want. Is you going to school with your shoes dirty, or you gonna keep them clean?
Right.
Need some J's. You got J's on your feet, but you ain't got trying to go to school with the J's dirty.
Yeah.
But what he said is, like, my oldest daughter.
J.
And the funny thing about it is, it's sad I say it's funny, but this plays back into us giving them everything they want. for Christmas. I bought my daughter. My oldest daughter got 4 pair of shoes. Listen, 4 pair of shoes. My youngest.
What's the cost of the lowest pair?
Don't
lie, neither key. Don't act like you don't know, nigga, because you bought them.
No, because I got to think. So I think the cheapest pair, she got a pair of limited edition Dunks that wasn't even on. I had to get them off of StockX. Then
No, I already know you got tax for them hoes you got off StockX.
I think the cheapest pair was she wanted some Ugg boots. Like the clear ones with to me it was so stupid. It was the clear ones with the fur on the inside. Like, but my thing is like,
no, nigga, answer my question.
I don't know. The cheapest pair was probably like $150.
I don't believe that, but okay, go ahead.
But
J's for the kids.
I'm talking about that was the Ugg boots. The Ugg boot $150. But what I'm saying is,
then went down.
When I woke up in the morning, it could be raining outside. To me, when I think it's raining outside, like I'm finna just throw on something.
Yeah,
like,
I ain't putting no good shoes on.
You know, my daughter walk out. I'm like, damn, you fresh. No, like you fresh, like you got on the fresh kicks. Like it's raining outside, bro. Like you ain't gonna change shoes. She's like, no, I'm going to school. Like, bro, like. Those shoes are meant for like sunny days, pretty days, right? Mud, and you out there, stomping in them. You know what I'm saying? But my baby girl, she do understand that. She come home from school. My baby girl, she don't play about what she wear to school. Like she take it serious. So when she come home from school, she be like, "Daddy, can I go outside and play?" I'll be like, "Yeah." She be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go change my shoes." She know because she know how I am about her shoes because. Kids, we have to instill that in. Like, we ain't no choice because we knew we weren't going to get another pair.
Yeah.
Kids now, like I said, that's where it's kind of like the evil medium where it's like you don't spoil them to the fact that they don't appreciate it. But it's same time, it's like we have to explain it to them. Like, hey, just because you want the shoes don't mean I can just go and buy them tomorrow. Like, you can't just, throw these to the side because it's like, oh, my daddy will buy another pair. No.
Gotcha.
I just bought these. So it's kind of, that's why I say it's almost kind of like you have to instill into them.
Daddy going to buy another pair.
Daddy going to buy it, but it's on his own time. It's on his own time. That's where it changes. It ain't on your time. Like, you might want them today. I might wait 2 weeks.
It's still her time though, because you bought the shoes.
Yeah, but that's
gotcha.
Yeah,
Well, man,
that's the benefit of being a girl.
Yeah, let's go ahead and switch gears a little bit, man. Yeah. So, in 2023, man, I think divorce has become. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew that shit was gonna happen. I knew that shit was gonna fucking happen.
Which one is it?
You talking about that one?
Yeah, the main one, the middle one. All right, so we're going to take a 5-second intermission so I can change the battery out. Right. So if you don't have to move, don't move. But if you want to read your cup up or use the bathroom real quick, do that, come straight back. But if you don't have to get up, don't get up.
I know y'all tired of my ice.
Yeah, we are. I asked your bitch ass nigga.
This how you say.
I kept asking you.
Oh, I'm straight.
That's why I said, let me just put my name in the
Anybody.
And then B, I'm gonna say this.
B, your mic one straight.
Tell me if this is
Cause you going out, in and out.
Yeah, I was definitely saying. Yeah, he fixed it. Yeah. Okay, because this nigga, I'm like, nigga, get close to it. Because I was. Okay. He fixed it.
But
you kept moving.
The noise cancellation thing was on. So when you talking in it, it's recording. But when you stop talking in it, it kind of sort of so you don't hear nothing in the back. Yeah, it'll mute it. Yeah.
But
no, B, get your motherfucking cup.
Yeah. Pour that motherfucking ice out, nigga. Jungle Lane. Boy, you finna hit, boy. It was good that you used that, boy. You started talking about goddamn voice and shit. Man, listen. Bobo, you gotta start talking on B. B is like. B, hold up. B ain't talking.
You do the damn talking.
But listen. Shit, better talk, nigga. I told you. I'm saying,
that's why I was like,
I'm
insert yourself. He's not gonna stop talking. You just gotta talk. You gotta talk over him a little bit more so you can mute him out.
You gotta come in, man.
That's what we need, nigga. That's what it's about.
Give me at least once or twice a month. Tell me when you want me to come up here. I'll be your co-host, man. I gotta give me good goddamn time.
Alright, let's fucking go then, goddamn.
I want to get deep.
Hold it up.
Let's go then. Who come back here?
Stop talking like Brian. You talk like me. Cause you talking like Brian.
Alright, let's go then.
Y'all
He
don't want
talking
to
like
talk.
Brian.
Y'all don't want to hear B, man. B.
No, we want to hear B, guys.
Man, B.
Keith, you shut your fucking mouth. Man, we gotta motherfucking go then.
What the fuck is my cover? Y'all want to talk B, man.
Yo, talk right here, nigga.
That top gonna be a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm finna bring me
You
out.
reel that bitch up, though.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah, I asked your
Don't you see? Ain't nobody got no ice in their
I
coat.
asked you. I got ice, but no. I said, B, what you need? Just give me some ice.
Hell no.
Just give me some ice. I'm drinking straight. Nigga don't chill that shit down. Alright. Damn, I should have ordered some food. I knew we were gonna be up here at midnight. I mean that.
Shit, I'm trying to be done in 15 minutes. Getting that top for about 15 minutes and we close that
I
bitch out.
gotta hit that bitch. I gotta get a black. I want to hear my we straight. Yo, we going to the tower today.
Oh, for real?
Nah, I'm just doing it.
I'm at home. Much as I would like to go to the
I ain't
tower.
gotta go to work.
I'm in the dog house right now.
Shit, we can go to R&B night.
What now?
R&B night. Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, what's the Hush? Sunday R&B.
Damn. Why y'all niggas
You gotta do that.
Damn.
You go wherever you want to go. If you want to,
Let's go to the strip club. Listen. See,
Hey.
I just gotta go home tonight. I don't give a fuck.
Man, come on, sit y'all asses down.
This all I'm gonna say right here. This y'all topic right here. I ain't getting this shit because
What you mean? You sitting on the camera, nigga?
What time we talking about?
that nigga starts talking about the boys. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my ain't on there gonna be the value of the man. I don't know what you're talking about.
But talk like me and not like Brian.
Yeah,
Talk like me.
I want to talk like B, but B gonna get himself.
Oh yeah, don't get yourself in no trouble.
Yeah,
man.
let me hit that a couple times with you. I ain't gonna ask for a while. Weird, but I do want to talk some heavy shit though.
Yeah, we finna hit the next one by 15 minutes, then we gonna close it out, bro.
And in my mind, I'm trying to syndicate you right now. We finna get paid. Like you gotta.
Cause see,
you gotta get.
hey, all right, Bobo. So how you sitting in the chair? Like boom. So adjust your mic, bro. Like
I ain't fussing.
take
I
the
kept-
bass
no, I
up and
kept-
like grab
I
the
ain't
bass
fussing.
and just turn it. Yeah, there you go.
I kept wanting to grab this thing and change the subject, but this is my first time to the podcast.
Man, you
so I'm
can
leaving.
y'all talk about what you want to
That was
talk
the
about,
topic.
bro. Like we don't want them awkward ass moments when I say something and everybody just sitting here quiet. Like
That's why I said
you don't
I
want
was
the awkward
grabbing
ass moment.
I was grabbing it.
But
that's why I talk,
but I don't mean no harm to Keith. Keith gonna talk. We know that nigga. You just got to talk. You got to talk over him and kind of bud him out. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, he gonna give us a 15-minute lecture.
That's what I was doing. I was cutting him out. He like, hold on. Man, shut up, bitch.
But listen, I'm gonna tell you this.
All right, here we go.
We can't have dead time.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hold on.
Everybody ready? Everybody good? Get your mic back right.
All right, B.
Let's do it.
You ready, B?
All right.
So y'all won't be.
See, Bobo. See, you see how you leaning over this way, but your mic turned that way. There you
Right
go.
there.
Yeah, there you
Y'all
go.
won't be instead of Brian.
Yeah, man.
Nigga,
Talk,
you
man.
supposed to be in B. You ain't got no ice, do you?
All right, so you know, real quick, I want to go ahead and dive into this, man, before we run out of time, bro. But let's just talk black marriage in 2023, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, husband, you know what I'm saying, wife, household, and the one thing I personally think that is fucking up black marriage in our household, bro. The leading cause of divorce across the board, not even from a black or white standpoint, is finances.
Right.
But if you narrow down just the black household in today's time, I think one of the major deficits that's affecting us is what our black women is seeing on TV. And what they're seeing on social media, man. So, just real quick, bro, before we get out of here, I just want to talk about that because I know, I've been married and divorced before. I'm currently engaged, you know what I'm saying, on the brink of getting married again. I got 2 guys sitting on the platform that are currently married, you know what I'm saying? And then we got somebody that's in a serious relationship that could be a conversation any day now, you know what I'm saying? So I just, with you guys living in the house with black queens, you know what I'm saying? Without disrespecting your household or disrespecting, you know what I'm saying, your significant other, like, what are some things that you can speak to the subject just that, from a social media standpoint or from the shit that they're watching on fucking TV that affects the household in a negative way?
I'm gonna go and grab the mic first. I said, y'all want to be, here go be. With me, social media has created a standard for black women that black men can't communicate with, because when we see provide and protect and understand emotions, we see it in our view. So we buy the house, we buy the car, pay the bills, but that woman doesn't want that. She feel like, I'm supposed to get that because I'm the wife.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do. I'm not, the term they love to say is, I'm not going to celebrate you for what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
That's true.
But when we put them on accountability and say, hey, okay, if I'm supposed to do this, this is what you're supposed to do.
Give me my vape, man.
I think.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's getting good now. Yeah, go ahead. Talk, man.
When we hold them accountable, it's more, well, you didn't do this. Well, first of all, what we didn't do to us as black men,
Don't get yourself in no trouble, man.
I ain't getting myself in no trouble.
All right.
I don't live in a dog house because I don't own a dog. I can't be in a dog house.
I
'cause
hear
don't
you
own a
talking
dog.
that big boy shit, but we don't got to go home with you, nigga.
Hey, regardless if I go home, I can't go home. I'm still gonna be me.
I got you, B.
I'm still gonna be
E,
me.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Go ahead, man.
Shout out to my wife, Erica Reynolds. Hey, she,
The nigga is telling the whole thing. Why you saying this shit on the podcast? Now you gonna have unwanted attention in your girl DMs, man.
that's cool. She gonna do what she gonna do regardless.
All right.
I hold my own who I'm supposed to hold my own at. My value has been in my family. And as black men, we put so much value into family that sometimes we forget about ourselves.
That's
we
true.
sacrifice so much for our family that we put ourselves on the back burner 99.9% of the time.
I tell you 100.
And when we even think about considering ourselves,
We wrong.
oh my God.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Don't be scared.
Just know that that's not just every man. That's a real man, like a man that's doing what he's supposed to do.
Right.
Because don't get it twisted when people look at it and be like, oh, that's not every man. You can't look at an average Joe Blow out there saying that, oh, he don't do this. Now, we ain't talking about that one. We're talking about a real man.
We're talking about alpha male.
Yeah.
Alpha male.
Hey, be careful.
So there's a such thing as an alpha and beta male for real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
It really is.
It really is. If you are alpha male,
But watch this. An alpha male will become a beta male
That's
because
true.
of his family.
that's true.
That is
true.
true.
He will become a beta male
That's
because
true.
of his family. It will not be comfortable to him because he knows who he is.
Right.
But for the sacrifice that he has to make for his family, I wish I had a better term, but he will submit to his family
That's true.
Gotcha.
and go to bats against the world. Because, see, keep in mind, we're held to a standard as men. And we go fight the world every day. First of all, you're a black man. Before I went first, you're a man, right? You're a man, you're a man, you're a man. But you're also black. So the world ain't set up for us. We're not, it's not set up for us to win. So we fight in the world, and you go home and let anything go wrong, we fight in the house. And if you don't submit to that house, you'll have no peace. So like we was talking earlier, apologize when you're right.
Apologize when you're wrong.
Not
Yeah, as a man, you have to apologize. You have to learn how to apologize.
apologize when you're right and apologize when you're wrong. You know why? Because it gives you a peace.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't apologize,
But that's something you have to learn, though. That's something
It
that
come
doesn't
with
happen.
growth. It
over
don't come-
life.
it come with
Yeah.
growth.
I'm
Like,
speaking on.
I'm still learning that.
11 years
Yeah.
of marriage. I've been married for 11 years.
I ain't been married, but I'm learning it now.
Nigga, I've been married for 10, and that's something I have to understand because it's not a proud thing, but you have to understand that when you are wrong, you know, you see them videos, I see them all the time on TikTok. You know, they show when a man know he wrong, like you be like, hey, you need something for the stove. You want some, you know when you knew your mama was mad at
Or
you,
they
though.
make you feel like you're
I don't
wrong
think
and you're
that's
not
true.
wrong.
Exactly, but because
It ain't
I'm
true,
talking about
though.
me.
I don't feel like
No,
that's
I'm talking about
But
me.
as a man, when you right, what's the first thing you say? You need something from the stove? Let me rub your feet. You right.
Right.
But her day was
I
so
agree with you,
bad that, you know what, as a man, let me create this energy. Let me change this vibe right now. This is my household. even granted, this is my opinion.
I don't think some of our women understand, bro, that that's another job within itself. That's another responsibility in itself to take whatever negative energy or whatever negative thing is going on within a relationship or a household and still trying to turn it to a positive. Because I know for me personally, we can be at each other's necks, but I'm still gonna try to make you laugh.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna try to aggravate you, to tickle you, whatever, because I don't believe in like living in them ruts, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying, like being mad about something, it's not gonna change. If you're mad about it for 4 days, it's not going to change how it happened, what happened with it. It's not going to change the outcome. It's just you continuously being mad about one thing. You know what I'm saying?
And who wins from that?
Nobody.
Nobody wins.
Nobody, bro.
And why does the man have to always be the one that changes that?
Because I feel, me personally, a lot of people always say a man's pride is a motherfucker.
Right.
I feel that certain women have just as much a pride issue as a man.
True.
So also too with that, women ask for your honesty and how you feel,
Ooh, you just gave me something good. Go ahead.
but they can't receive it.
Watch this. Since we're talking about this marriage thing, why do we value our women more than they value themselves? Answer the question.
New
Okay,
society.
I will.
New society.
Social media
New society.
creates a standard for them that they think that these eyelashes is why I'm beautiful.
It's not just eyelashes.
This outfit is why I'm beautiful.
It's not
this
just that.
booty is why I'm beautiful. No,
That's what it is. It's the body.
It's the booty?
It's the body.
It's the booty?
It's the
But
body.
to
It's
me-
the
The booty.
you're beautiful because when I was hurting, you wiped them tears off my face.
Right. Right.
When I was struggling, even if you didn't have the money, you went.
Right.
Excuse me. You went through it with me.
Right.
You didn't give up on me. As men, that's the beauty of it. We seek not what social media tell you, goddamn
Superficial.
superficial. Yeah, not
it's
what social media says. Like,
And I think that's another reason why we have to look at it, bro, from the aspect of if we're being just keeping it a buck, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's evaporate.
Yeah. I think
I'm gonna say this. What we deal with as men is, a lot of women want men to be emotional and express
They can't
their
take it,
emotions.
though.
Hold on, but
They
listen,
can't take
they
it,
want us to
man.
express our emotions and they want us to be
want you to express your
vulnerable
emotion,
and all
but
those
you can't-
things.
they can't take
But
it.
my biggest thing is, I'm not allowed. Technically, you want me to be that way, but I'm not allowed to be that way.
That's true.
Because
said this shit.
in a way is, just say you both work. I know I'm speaking on myself. My whole thing is, I ain't gotta like my job. I can hate my job.
That's true.
But I need you to like what it is that you do. Because my thing is this, I can have a bad day at work. And if you hate your job, when I come in this house, you're gonna tell me everything that you went through at work. You know? And what you doing is, if you know it or not, you unloading all of your stress and all your anger that you endured through that whole day, you unloading it on me, because after they say what they want to say, they feel they good.
Yeah.
You done took that on your shoulder.
See, my back already heavy.
Exactly.
'Cause
You took
I
that
had
on
a
your
day
shoulder.
too.
And you
They don't
dealing
care
with what you
about your
got.
day.
And the thing about it is, they want you to, this is my theory. If you unloading on me to release what you is, because you're my spouse, you're my wife. And I want you to be happy. And I need you to be happy because you are the whole core of this household. I can't. If I might have had a bad day at work. You done beat me. Before I even had a chance to say anything, you already told me what Billy, Jane, and John done did at work. You told me how you hate your job and all that. Then when it's my turn to talk, I feel like in my position, like I can't. It's not my position to tell
gotta
you.
suck it up.
Yeah, it ain't my position to tell
gotta
you
suck
what
it
I
up.
went through today. So guess what? I'm gonna take my burden that I had, and I'm gonna shoulder yours too, so that
And go to bed and do it again.
my household can be
That's why I say the
full.
alpha male.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you take on a lot as a true husband, as a true provider, as a true leader, as a true man. You take on more, and I think a lot of women don't understand that they can say our needs are met, but who gives the criteria? Men don't give criteria to what it is that they expect from a woman. You can watch any podcast. You can watch any podcast. You can watch any video. A woman saying a man got to do this, this, this. She want a man to make $100,000 a year. She want a man to do this. She want a man
to come home and do everything.
But see, this is the funny thing. How can you expect me making $100,000 a year to pay all the bills, buy you Birkin bags, buy you this and that, and still have something for myself? And see, that's the luxury women have, because guess what? You can give a woman all. If she feels that it's not enough, she can leave and find somebody else that can give her that, and you stuck with nothing. So us as men, we have to learn to, we're going to put our family first, but we can't forget about ourselves. Because I know me personally, I look at it as, when I got married and I had kids, my happiness went to the side. My happiness was seeing my kids happy.
Right,
my
right.
wife happy. But
Every man makes that sacrifice.
in the end, going to therapy, I tell any black man, go to therapy if you feel like therapy is not a bad thing. But what I learned going to therapy is that, those things matter, but you can't forget about yourself, because we always put ourselves on the back burner. And for some women, all you have is not enough. And you'll catch yourself feeling less than because you can't give them more than what you can.
You know why? Because
Gotcha.
women will require you to grow. Like when you give them everything, they get accustomed to it.
That's
Now
not
they're
enough,
comfortable. Now they want more. And
Right.
as an alpha male,
You got to provide.
as a
more.
man, what you gonna do? You gonna
provide.
exceed the next standard.
Yeah, I mean, because I think another thing they don't realize is even when they're having them bad days at work or they're going through something
Right.
like that, and we have to listen to it because, number one, you're our companion. You're my friend. So it's my job to listen to those things. But there's a mechanism on the inside of us as males that we have to learn how to turn off and turn on. And the thing that I'm talking about is simply that every time they tell us something, we can't try to fix it all the time. And that's the thing that we can't turn off. Every time they tell us something, we think automatically we're going to fix it mode. We're trying to figure out how to fix it, how to make it better, how to not have you mad, not have you have an attitude. And as men, we had to figure out the delicacy of where that median is to turn it off and when to turn it on. Because sometimes we just need to listen. And it's hard for us to just listen sometimes
without
because
trying to
we
fix
want to
it.
fix it.
Me, just speaking on me, that is my biggest issue within myself. Like if my wife tell me something is wrong, I gotta fix it. Nothing else matters.
I don't think that's a you problem.
And most of the time, she don't want me to fix it. She want me to hear it. But with me, I gotta fix it.
Yeah.
She said, "Well, they got me working on Saturdays or this. Okay, well, I work Monday. You take off Saturday. I'll cover that bill that you need me to cover.
Right.
I'll cover that credit card you need me to cover. Or I get the grocery this week."
Right.
In my head, I actually want to just say, I don't work Saturday, but I'm gonna go anyway, cause she's still gonna go to work.
Right.
But in my head, I want to fix it. I want to fix it, but she just want me to hear it.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I heard what you said, like, you ain't gotta go to work. I take off work and what's the luxury in today's society?
Motherfucker.
In today's society, what is a stay home? Like, you hear women say, I don't want to go to work. I want a man that's gonna take care of me, and I want to be a stay at home mom.
I think a lot of women want that, but don't understand.
They
what
don't
come
understand.
with it.
Exactly. That's what I'm
They don't
saying.
understand
That's
what
a
come with it.
job in itself, being a stay-at-home
Stay-at-home
mom.
mom, yeah.
Because if you're not working, and I'm the only
Not
mom,
just working. If you ain't paying no bills,
yeah, if you ain't
See,
paying no
watch
bills,
this.
you
you don't
expect
really have to
anything.
work.
This is where you kill it at. If you want that, I'm gonna give it to you. But now watch this. Now I got an accountability list. If I'm finna cover everything, when I come home, I want to come home.
A lot of women
to
don't understand.
food
that.
on my table, and you in a good mood because guess
Not
what?
in 2022, bro.
That's the
I
point
get
I was
it.
making.
It
You're
makes
not
sense.
getting
A lot
it.
of
No.
don't understand
It
that.
makes sense. You're
Everybody
absolutely
want that wish
But-
cause of TV,
but-
cause of
yeah,
movie,
but
cause
see-
of Prince hair
know-
or whatever.
You know why? You know
Everybody
why?
want that.
You know why it's not in 2022? Because based on the feminine movement, and I'm gonna catch flack by this. Bring it
Go
on.
ahead, speak it.
Based on the feminine movement, that everything is going up feminine, whatever the word is.
Yeah.
The world is afraid to hold women accountable for anything.
That's true.
Anything.
It's a lot of double standards.
Hold a woman accountable and watch how bad your day go. You don't believe it? Try it.
It's a whole lot.
It ain't a double standard. It's one standard. No, it's one standard.
It's really one standard, but
Because I mean, my coping mechanism to that shit is just keep my mouth closed.
That's it.
It's hard.
Because women ask you to express your feelings.
Yeah.
But once you express your feelings, now it's an argument inside your household because you express how you feel.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I express how I feel? Right.
And then they get to wondering why there's a break in communication.
They tell you shouldn't feel that way for how you feel, but how the fuck can you tell me how I feel?
Right.
That's my feeling.
Like I think,
but you ask me how I feel.
Got you.
Like I told you.
So for me, like I wanted for me and my significant other coping mechanism to be that when issues arise, when things happen, I can understand that there'll be things that me and you are not going to agree about.
Right.
But I understand that it's not my job to make you feel like how you feel about a situation is wrong.
Yeah.
It's for me to hear how you feel about it. But here comes that word again, grace. You have to extend me the same amount of grace to tell you how I feel about it.
A lot of women
And not take what I say against me because I'm just voicing my opinion about how I feel the same way that you did. And now that we've got our feelings out the way about how we both feel about it, now the median in the solution is, okay, how do we come up with something that'll work for the both of us after we spoke? So when you violate that, as a friend and a companion in a relationship, in a marriage or whatever it is, when you violate that, bro, now I think it was a pastor on TikTok. I heard him. He says, lady, you don't want to make your man be the man that knows how to exist in a situation.
I saw that.
Because he won't leave. Right. He'll just be there and exist. Right. But you'll notice him, he'll stop talking. He'll start being quiet because there isn't sometimes there in the situation, there's not a lot of room for us to express how we feel or talk about how we feel. And it goes back to, again, double standards and things like that. 2023, they quote unquote want us to be more emotional, put our feelings out there more, talk about how we feel more, communicate more. But it's like a double-edged sword, bro. It's like you do that and you're going to get cut. If you don't do it, you still going to get cut. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a lose-lose.
You got to keep it inside and just burn up inside, to me.
I'm going to say this.
That same grace you speaking on, my opinion, that grace that you're speaking on is just a cushion for accountability. You're giving them grace because you want to hold them accountable.
I feel like a man though.
I get what you're saying,
make it make
but
sense.
At the same time, it's not really grace of giving them lack of accountability. It's almost like I don't want to be super judgmental.
I feel this,
but I'm gonna hold you accountable, but I don't want to be super judgmental, and I don't want to put you in a space where you can't redeem yourself.
Accountability is not
because
judgmental.
I'm gonna tell you my biggest
accountability
issue that with my self-evaluation that I know with me. I hold a lot in. Mm-hmm. I can deal with things. I see things. I hold it in. And but I'm gonna tell you my biggest problem. When my spouse brings something to my attention of what I'm not doing or what she don't like, all that what I held in, now it's like it comes off. It's at a bad time, and like I said, I'm working on that. And I'm understanding that myself. But it's like with me, it's like everything that I see, I take account of it. I see it. I don't say anything. I don't speak on it. I keep it to myself. Mm-hmm. But then when she comes to me and be like, I don't like when you do this, or I ain't like how you did this, then it's like, oh, so that's what we doing. And then it's like, I ain't like when you did this 2 weeks ago. That's my issue that I'm finding out with myself is that
you got to speak on it then.
You have to speak on it then.
And that's how, and I'm extremely guilty of that. But I don't bring it up. You know, the only time I'll probably really bring something up is like if like all hell breaking loose. And I feel like I gotta even the playing ground. You know what I'm saying?
That if I don't bring it up right then, if I bring it up a day later or a week later, they're not gonna see the shit.
Yeah, they don't forget about it. They ain't gonna see.
You have to bring it up right then, regardless of how it makes them feel.
Bring it up right then because
it's not the
if you hold
right.
that means you're holding for ammunition.
Right.
And
I don't think I'm holding it for ammunition.
you're
For
not.
me,
You're
I'm
not.
holding it because I'm trying to hold some motherfucking peace.
Exactly.
But on them,
Because it ain't that big of a
deal.
deal to me to argue and fight
I
about it.
understand that, but see, on their behalf, you're holding for tit for tat.
it comes off as that,
And
and that's why I said I had to learn
that's
that
why
for
you
myself
can't hold
because I hold it. It's
gotta
not.
speak it.
It's not for ammunition.
hold it.
Right.
You
I'm
gotta
holding
speak
it because it's like,
If
yeah, I
say
see
this,
it, but
we
is
go all the way
it
left.
to me?
Yeah.
This is how I think. I'm like, is it necessary to cause confusion?
Yeah, like
and it's like I don't want that for myself. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it is what it is. But the type of person I am, now don't get me wrong. I know how I am. I'm stubborn. I'm headstrong, all that. So when you come for me, I'm coming out swinging. You ain't finna bag me up in no corner. So everything you done did for 2 weeks, I'm finna tell you bam, bam, bam. And now you coming at me like, well, why you waiting now to say it?
right.
So we have to learn how to vocalize it. Now that's not everybody, because I'm just speaking on me.
We keeping the peace. We love our beautiful black women. That's
We do. We do.
I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I love mine. It's just
it's because we care.
yeah, it's just about figuring out how to do the basics, bro. Like, you know, but the one thing I know is we can't get back to the basics on our own. It can't be just us getting back to the basics. It's got to be the unit getting back to the basics. So we on the same page. You know
And I
what
want
I'm
to
saying?
say something too. Us as black men, we have to understand that we don't have to keep everything in on our own. We have to find a group of men. If it's not a therapist, but find a group of men that you can trust and you can instill to say, hey, once a month, whatever, like reach out, like, hey, if you got something you need to talk about, hey, I'm here for you. And there's no judgment. I'm not gonna put your business out, because sometimes us as men, we don't have that. Women can go to their homegirl and talk about anything. Us as men, we keep a lot of stuff in. So
Yeah.
we have to be able to have people around us that, hey, if I just need to vent, I'm gonna call Chestnut up and say, listen, man, this what I'm going through.
Right.
Without expecting judgment or, you know, anything backlash by it. So we got to do better as black men, that we got to talk more.
Gotcha. Well, man, good folks, man. Y'all already know, man. We bring it to a wrap, man, because you already hear the music, man. It's your boy, Chester, man. Thanks so much for kicking on the What You Mean podcast. If you listen to us right now in your car, you got us in your AirPods because you're sitting at home on your desk, man. Thanks so much for checking the episode out, man. Make sure that you're following and subscribe. If you're watching at home on YouTube right now, man, all the information is down below, man. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, man. We need you to hit that subscribe button, man. But in the meantime, between time, man, my guest, man, will you tell the people who you are one more time and tell them where they can find you?
Keith, you need me, you'll find me. Shout out to K and Eddie.
B, you catch me on social media. Just get at.
I'm a bit Bo on TikTok and Instagram, and you can catch me behind scenes.
Yeah, man. Bubbo just joined the team, man. So he part of the What You Mean staff right now. So, man, as always, man, I'm your boy, Chess, and thanks so much for listening. Until next time, man, y'all be good, man. Stay safe. Y'all already know what we do. Peace.